Bine v-am regăsit, sunt Diana Mariș-Costea, iar invitatul meu de la această oră este domnul Huswald Timothee, care este consulul onorific al României în Haiti, prezent în aceste zile la Universitatea de Vest Vasile Goldis din Arad, în cadrul evenimentului Erasmus Days. Hello, you are very welcome in our TV show.
Thank you for inviting me to participate in this interview in Arad. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
For the beginning, I want to ask you to speak about yourself, about your title of Consul of Romania, and about your relationships with our country.
Thank you. Indeed, my name is Huswald Timothee. I am the Honorary Consul General of Romania in Haiti. I wear other hats as well. I am presently the president of Consulul General al Romaniei in Haiti, which is in English is University College of Romania in Haiti. It's the first university that honors Romanians in the Caribbean. It is established in Haiti for now. I am also the chairman of the board of the Haitian Biodiversity Fund, which is an institution, a fiduciary institution, which is a sub-agency of the Caribbean Biodiversity Fund. I am also the president of the Haiti Foundation, which deals with humanitarian issues such as addressing education, health, and environment in Haiti. I am also the coordinator of the Haiti Resilience System, which of course deals with the resiliency throughout Haiti. It's an agency that is it's a sub-agency that is part of the Global Resilience System, which deals with various global problems such as Ebola, cholera, and what have you. So those are some of the hats that I wear as a honorary Consul General of Romania as well.
How do you get to know the academic environment in Arad, and how do you start this collaboration with Vasile Goldis University?
It's a very special relationships that I've established with Western University Vasile Goldis and in Arad, notably with the facilitation of the Dean of Humanities at the university, Dr. Speranța Milankovici, and of course Professor Daniel Yaroslav, who are presently board members of our advisory council at the College University of Romania in Haiti. That relationships initiated when they were traveling to Haiti, and then when they discussed the possibility of establishing the relationship, I thought it was a great idea. It helped to launch our project, the University College of Romania in Haiti. It was based on that relationship, so you could say that this particular arrangement pioneered this new approach of establish a university that bears Romania's name in the Caribbean. So it was huge, very historic in every sense of the way.
We know that in Haiti you start Collège Universitaire de Romanie. So tell me more about this project and what involvement has Vasile Goldis University in this project?
Again, with the support of the rector of Vasile Goldis, who had agreed to establish that partnership, we have initiated actually 5 programs for now at the Collège Universitaire de Romanie in Haiti, working in tandem with Western University Vasile Goldis, where we offer management, accounting, marketing and public relations. We also offer computer science and, of course, diplomacy and international relations. We are preparing to launch a new school at our university in Haiti, which is a school of environmental protection, where Vasile Goldis and us already agreed to work together in the in the area of biodiversity and protecting the environment. So we've already established that part, which we are very pleased and appreciate the support of Vasile, University Vasile Goldis in Arad, notably in the area of the environment in Haiti.
As a summary, how is materialized until now your collaboration with Vasile Goldis University?
Right now, we have, of course, through the mobility, and we certainly are preparing to teach our professors. One of the proposals that are in place at this point is to facilitate the certification of our professors in Haiti. And of course, the mobility of students coming from Haiti to Vasile Goldis or to Arad, and vice versa, and some here to go to Haiti as well. And we are very excited about this particular relationship because of our arrangement, and we are very thankful of the rector of Western University Vasile Goldis, Dr. Kota Rechi, who has been instrumental in helping us to put this together. We are so grateful for her support at this point.
What project do you plan in biodiversity as chairman of Haiti Biodiversity Fund?
Well, we certainly, our role is to finance local actors who are into protecting conservation of the biodiversity in Haiti. As I mentioned during my keynote speech at Western University Vasile Goldis for the Erasmus, at the conference of Erasmus Days, in terms of climate change and protecting the environment, we are all connected, and thus biodiversity is food for today and food for the future. So we rely on that particular collaboration from Vasile Goldis to help us, because our biodiversity fund is not only limited to Haiti, but it, of course, because we're part of the Caribbean and within a larger context of sustaining the natural wonders of the world, which is an international priority, and Haiti being part of the Caribbean. We feel that because of the support that we're having from the international community, notably the United Nations Environment, the French government, the German government, the Swiss government, Norway, USAID, the American government, and many other partners who are supporting the Haitian Biodiversity Fund to create a greater impact in the environment, not only in Haiti, but also which has implications around the world. So it is a greater tribute to this particular relationship between us and Western University Vasile Goldis, who would be part of a consortium of partners and provide the expertise to help address the myriad of issues that affect certainly our climate and our environment, notably the biodiversity in the Caribbean.
Speaking of this, how do you see the collaboration with Arad in the future?
I think it certainly would be, I see a very good collaboration, because we have been discussing with the mayor of Arad, Mr. Colin Bibard, over a couple of years to establish a partnership between the city of Arad and the capital of Haiti, which is Port-au-Prince. This is part of a larger context of establishing the bilateral cooperation between both cities. It would be started because that would be the first city in Romania that would establish an agreement, bilateral agreement between Romania and Haiti. And within that larger context, the university system certainly not only University Vasile Goldis, but the university system around Romania would be part of that entire consortium of cooperation between both countries.
Which was the subject of your presentation in front of Vasile Goldis University students?
The subject was sustaining the natural wonders of the Caribbean and the communities who depend on them. We felt that Haiti, being part of the larger subtext of the Caribbean and the biodiversity and the environment, that we had presented not only how best to address the issues in terms of sustaining the natural wonders of the Caribbean and Haiti notably, which is key because Haiti, being part of the Caribbean, accounts for 60% of its population in the Caribbean. It's a major component of the Caribbean. And of course, the biodiversity in that area, which is known as a hotspot around the world in terms of biodiversity, the Caribbean, that is, where many species travel to the Caribbean and they come to the marine species notably, or birds, and a lot of various species. They travel to that area and they go back and forth and around the world. So it goes to show the importance of the Caribbean as a hotspot, in Haiti notably, in terms of conservation of this biodiversity, which is, again, as I mentioned, food for today and food for the future. Because as a human race, we depend on our biodiversity to feed us as humans. So we are all interconnected, basically.
In your personal opinion, which could be three main problems, climate problems of the humanity in the next period of time?
Of course, the climate change issue is greatly impacted by human activities. And of course, the second part is the mismanagement of certain resources that impact the climate, such as the petroleum exploitation,
yes,
or the over exploitation of agricultural resources. All these impact our environment and the degradation and contribute to the degradation of our environment. So it's incumbent upon us as a race, as a human, as humanity, wherever it's in the Caribbean or Romania or Europe or anywhere around the world, to help and contribute to the conservation of this of our environment, the protection of our environment, and as a result, it affects our personal development as a race, wherever we are around the world.
So, in a small measure, depends of each of us. What are we doing in order to keep this planet alive? Correct.
It's every one of us has a role to play in terms of protecting our communities, our environment, to ensure that our children certainly will be raised in an environment that is more that breeds cleaner air. The water resources is much more acceptable for consumption, and the food that we eat, that we consume, is healthy enough for our well-being, for our health. So it is important that we all play a role in terms of contributing towards the betterment of our environment, wherever it is, whether in Romania or anywhere around the world.
In Haiti, there is this culture, let's say culture for young people, for children, to protect the planet, to take measure against the destroying of our world.
That is correct. It takes a lot of mobilization, sensitivity, education to raise awareness about the importance of protecting the environment. And that's also part of what we do in our education forum with the Haitian Biodiversity Fund. And that's where we certainly would depend on universities such as Western University, Vasile, Goldis, and many other universities to come in and work as a team, to collaborate within a consortium where everybody is involved to help to that end.
What impression you left our city, Arad? Did you go a little bit in our town? Did you see it?
Yes. Not only have I visited Arad, but I was also received by the mayor of Syria a couple of days ago, the mayor of Giorok, who were extremely welcoming and warm, where they, of course, took me to their villages or their communes, and I began to experience a lot of the local customs, where I had tried palenka from some local farmers of the various wines that I have tried, because this is a wine country in Romania, in Western Romania, and it was a pleasure to also taste the food, the local food. So it was very, 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 very interesting to get to know as many locals as possible through my interactions with the mayors and the local inhabitants as well. So I'm very impressed of the great work that these mayors, Mayor Bibart as well, who has done a great job with the city of Arad, Mayor of Syria, Mr. Valentin Bott, the Mayor of Giorok, as well, who did, doing an excellent job managing their cities. So I'm very, very excited, and Arad looks amazing to me, and I'm very, very excited about connecting much closer relationships with Arad. Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your presence in our studio. You are welcome anytime.
Thank you for inviting me again. I invite all of your the people who are watching this show, this interview, to visit our page, our Facebook page, which is the Consulate General of Romania in Haiti. Or they can visit our university page as well, which is Collège Universitaire de Roumanie en Haïti. That's in French, but of course we link to the university, to the consulate page. So for those who speak English, they could go to our consulate and they will see the link to our university. And I'd like to especially express my special thanks to the rector of Western University, Vasile Goldis, Din Arad, who has been extremely welcome and warm as she bestowed upon me the highest honor, which is a crystal gift at the university when I came the other day and did the conference. I'm very grateful to the rector of the university, Western University, Vasile Goldis of Arad, who made this possible. I'm very, very grateful and look forward to working much closer with the university and that partnership that we have established so far.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you so much.
Doamnelor și domnilor, vă reamintesc că domnul consul onorific al României în Haiti a fost prezent la un eveniment important al Universității de Vest Vasile Goldis, zilele Erasmus Days, un eveniment pe care îl puteți găsi pe pagina de Facebook a Universității de Vest Vasile Goldis, dar și pe pagina de Facebook a televiziunii Arad. Vă invităm așadar să ne întâlnim în mediul online, fiți alături de noi și în fața micilor ecrane. Până data viitoare, să auzim numai de bine. Pe curând!